Or the time that you were climbing out of the back of the pickup truck and Samantha pushed you and you slid down, your face slid down and you cut your lip. Remember how you got the scars on your lip?
Hola, bienvenidos, welcome. This is Los Thoughts. I am James, and this is my mom. Today, I will be doing the mom tag with my mom. Mom.
Yes.
How old were you when you had your first child?
I was 21 years old when I had my first child, which was your sister Samantha.
What was the hardest thing about being pregnant?
The hardest part is the time of the year that you're pregnant. My pregnancies were in Virginia, and the worst part was the summer when it's hot and humid and you've gained all this weight and there's this baby inside of you and it just makes you really hot. But for me, that was the hardest part.
Was there any things you enjoyed during those 9 months?
I loved being pregnant. My hair grew out. It was so nice. My fingernails, my skin glowed, and just to know that you have a baby inside of you, it makes you fall in love with them even before they're born.
Aww. The things that you heard about childbirth, were they accurate or false?
What's funny is because most women really don't tell you all the details about what it's like to be pregnant. So your first pregnancy is usually the strangest and the hardest because you really don't know what to expect. And even if someone explains it to you, you're not absolutely sure what's going to happen to your body because each person's different.
Okay, so if you could redo your pregnancy, do you think you could have handled it better or done it differently?
No, I don't think so.
All right. So what would you have some advice for someone who's having a baby?
Someone who's having a baby?
Not a food baby. Real baby.
Listen to your doctor because there's a lot of things going on inside your body. I always suggest to women to know their body and have fun. Enjoy being pregnant. You don't want to gain too much weight because that does cause issues. But other than that, just enjoy the fact that you're pregnant and there's this child growing inside of you. And, just think of all the different things that you want to do when that child's born and, just have fun with it.
What was the hardest thing about being a mom?
I think the hardest thing about being a mom is seeing your kids get hurt. That is one of the hardest things that I dealt with was, things causing you kids. Since I had 3 of you, there was Samantha and Gregory and James, and just seeing any one of you get hurt just was very hard on me. So I think that's one of the hardest things. And then children who don't listen to their parents can really frustrate you. Mm-hmm. But you just do the best you can.
You're not the boss.
Yeah, that's what you told Samantha all the time.
And what was the most rewarding thing?
Is watching your kids grow up and have lives of their own, and just, and the love, just feeling that love all the time, having the kids climb up in your lap and sit with you and cuddle with you. And the kids would let me sing to them every night before they went to sleep, and, tucking them in at night.
Or using their back as a piano.
Yes, you're right. We used to sing a lot and dance a lot, didn't we? Yeah.
All right, and what was the most surprising thing that you discovered?
I don't know that there was anything that really surprised me. I know there were times where things would happen to you guys, like, your sister accidentally hitting you as she's swinging the bat and it caught you on the side of your the side of your head, and your temple right here swelled out really big, and we had to rush you to the emergency room. Things like that you're not really prepared for, but to understand that as a parent, if you don't show panic and being distraught and you keep calm, your child will stay calm and keep from panicking and freaking out when things like that happen, and you're able to handle the situation better.
I forget the lady's name. She's like, holy shit.
Which lady?
It was a friend of the family. We were at their house and
It was a cookout.
we were playing baseball on the side of their yard.
T-ball.
Oh, T-ball.
Okay, so
And I got hit, and I'm walking around the side of the house like this, and it's like, what's wrong? And she's like, holy shit.
and I mean, this thing was like this far away from it was like this. Samantha had put the ball on the tee, and the rules of baseball is you don't stand close to the bat as it's being swung. And as she comes around to complete her swing, he's too close and the bat hits him right here.
It was on the swing, like when you swing it, you're supposed to swing all the way around.
Yes.
And I was back here. I got hit like this.
But he was too close. Or the time that you were climbing out of the back of the pickup truck, and Samantha pushed you, and you slid down. Your face slid down, and you cut your lip. Remember how you got the scars on your lip? His bottom lip split in half, and he's got a scar right here from it because the license plate actually caught him. Got stitches that day.
What is the best memory you have involving your child or a child?
The best memory I have, I don't know if it's the best memory, but when each one of them graduated from high school, in my mind, that was huge to see them succeed and actually graduate from high school. And all three of my children graduated from high school, so I got to see all three of them graduate. So yeah, that was a blessing. Oh wait, and for the boys, it was when Greg graduated from the Marine Corps boot camp and James graduated from Army boot camp. Those are other two memories that were just great.
What is the worst thing one of your children has done? Greg. We're talking about you right now.
Why? Why are we pinpointing Greg? What is one of
Because
the
he was the trouble child.
worst things? I don't know that my kids have ever done anything that I would consider the worst thing. One of the things that I can honestly truly say about my children is they really weren't troublemakers. They didn't get in a lot of trouble at school. They didn't do drugs. They didn't get put in jail. I didn't have to go through any of that. They were good kids. They had their moments, but they were good kids.
Well, you get lucky today, Greg. You didn't get caught. What physical and personalities do you share with your children?
Oh, let's see. Well, every time I'm with Samantha, people think that we're sisters because she and I look so much alike. We both have, she used to have really long hair like mine, but we look a lot alike. Greg has my outgoing personality, and people love to talk to him and become friends with him. And James is his brain. He loves school as much as I love school, and he loves learning things.
I do like to learn, but I did not like school.
Well, but you liked the idea of learning and reading, and that was something that I know I passed down to you.
It's because I have a big head. Gotta sustain that big brain.
Oh, yes, and that's right. You have a big head because I do. It's called megacephalic. It's where your skull is larger than normal people's. And mine is in that range, and James's and Samantha's is that way too. Even though, because we have a lot of hair, people don't seem to notice it, I guess.
What's something that your children taught you?
Again, is it louder?
What is something? What is something?
Your children taught you, Mom.
My children taught me the true meaning of loving unconditionally. No matter what they did, I love them. And I know that they love me. So that's one thing. That was the most important thing I learned from my kids.
I don't know how you did it with the first two, but
Well, you made it easy because you're my baby.
you know what they say. Perfection comes last.
Perfection comes last. James Fontana, 2018.
We'll finish with this last one. Describe each child in one sentence.
Okay. Samantha is strong-willed, but she's very caring and loving, and she's a great cook. And I know that's what you said one sentence, but I can't do it in one sentence.
Oh.
Greg has a very big heart, but he hides it behind sarcasm. So all his friends love him, and they've stayed his friends for so long because they can handle his sarcasm. And James, he was always the quiet one. He knew how to take care of himself, play with just himself. He didn't need somebody else to play with. And he's my baby boy.
Well, thank you for joining us on today's Mom Tag. We encourage you to do it with your mom too. You can find the questions online, but make sure you like, share, and subscribe today.